water here. Should probably drink some of that. I've not been drinking very much water lately. I really need to get a hold of myself. But, like, sometimes water just tastes weird, you know? I feel like it kind of changes for me. I'm, like, weird like that. Sometimes water tastes fine, and sometimes it tastes, like, disgusting. So, like, really depends on my mood. And, I've pretty much, like, only been drinking, like, Sprite lately. So, welcome back. Hi, Meowie. I feel like y'all are my regulars at this point. Meowie, I'm kind of wondering if you're a 14-year-old girl or a 56-year-old man. Which is it? Because, like, both. How does that work? You got, like, DID or something? You got multiple personalities? Huh. Okay, that's valid. I feel that. I mean, my appearance is 17 and I'm mentally 12. So, I should probably be productive. All good. Yeah, visiting family is always nice. So, about this mask, this is probably my first ever attempt at a somewhat realistic mask. It's kind of, sort of, without the eyes, it would probably look kind of, sort of realistic, maybe. I feel like the eyes just give it an attitude. Look, he looks so judgmental. I'm not hurting deers. No deers were harmed. I'm just petting and booping and brushing. See? I think probably my favorite part is this nice vinyl nose I did an incredible job on. Typically vinyl is a really big challenge, but my client requested vinyl, so I wanted to put myself up to the challenge. What are we doing today? We're doing lining because, well, actually, y'all need to do something before lining, but I got the back of the ears here. Yes, I know they're entirely different colors of fur. That's just because I wanted to use already brown fur, so I didn't have to paint it. And all I'm going to do is, like, put some black around the edges here. Maybe, like, just right here. Thank you. 5 a.m. because you got no sleep. Damn. I will be right back. I need to get a paper towel because my current paper towel is, like, mutilated from last night. Not in a weird way, guys. Not in a weird way. Come on. From the paint. So I'll be right back. So something cool about me, guys, is I don't use a freaking palette like normal people. I just use paper towels and, like, this is my setup here. Because what's the point in having to clean something if I could just, like, throw it away when I'm done? Hey, no eating the masks allowed. That is forbidden activity. Alright, let's see here. What are we working with? Alright, my hot glue gun's currently heating up. But until then, I'm going to just do the paint on the ears momentarily. Actually, I'm gonna just unplug my hot glue gun. That's cool. I did have a possum mask, but thankfully it sold. I've had a lot of masks sell lately. which has made me really happy because it's clearing out room for me, but then I miss them. Also, guys, make sure to subscribe if you're new. You don't have to, but it would help me out greatly. And when I get to 10K, I am going to be doing a mask giveaway. So, something like this is like the quality we're looking for. Probably better because I have never done a deer mask before. So I'm way better like canines and maybe felines. But I'm absolutely open to trying any species because I do want to challenge myself. Oh, thank you. I do not make candy or bracelets, but it sounds kind of fun, honestly. I don't know how exactly it works, but I have a friend that does both of those, and she seems to enjoy it. Speaking of which, where is said friend? Why isn't she here? She needs to get in here unless she's still sleeping because it's Saturday and 8 in the morning. She might be still sleeping. This is a mask. I'm just doing like a little bit of black around the ears. Give it more of a clean and realistic look. Not sure how it's going to do that, but it is, trust me. Maybe help the transition from this weird color to this normal color. By the way, guys, I panicked when I thought I didn't have enough of this fur because this is the fur color that I need exactly for my Fursona outfit for making the full suit. And I just have like yards and yards of it just sitting around because I got it on sale once. So, I thought I, like, started to run out, because, like, I could only find, like, a little piece of it, and I was like, wait, what? But then I realized I had more, like, under my bed, so we're all safe. And also, that fur was discontinued, so I can't ever find it anywhere again. I don't think I could find it on, like, Walmart's website. I actually didn't think about that, but if I ever did have to, like, get it delivered, then, I don't know. No, you may not come out of the basement. Eat your head off? How are you supposed to eat your own head? Okay. Man, y'all are rotting my brain today. Brain rot. So Sigma. Hey, that's okay. It's a wonderful, wonderful Saturday morning. Paint on my wall. First it's the desk, and now it's the walls. I'm just a messy person, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, goodbye. Our goal today is 10K an unrealistic goal? Do y'all think I can do that, accomplish that? I don't think I can. And like realistically, I don't know if I can. Oh, crusty. My help with what? I can't provide mental help because I'm already a bit unstable as it is. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you guys. I hope I can. Hi, Lila. I'm in the middle of something. No, girl. My dog wants my attention, but I am quite literally in the middle of painting this, so I really can't get distracted right now. Sorry, didn't realize I was holding that kind of off camera. What was tasty? Are y'all eating my mask? It's not even my mask, it's for a commissioner. How could you? I'm gonna lose out on so much money because y'all ate it all gone. Oh no. This is making me incredibly anxious. This is so hard to like stay in the perfect, you know, yeah. Alright, you know what, freaking good enough, okay? Good enough. I'm gonna just take a little snip to that piece because it's annoying me. Okay. 3 a.m. Oh my gosh. Spooky hour. Oh, nice. And I know, guys, y'all are probably expecting like a tutorial sometime soon. I might make one sometime, okay? Chill. Scrolling, I understand that. It's so hard to find a live stream that like actually interests you. Cause like, I don't know, it's just a little difficult. I mean, obviously, like, Therian and furry content is, like, the most interesting thing I'm ever going to be interested in, even though I'm not even a Therian. I mean, I am technically kind of a Therian, but I don't identify as part of that community, so I typically don't really like to watch that kind of content, but, I just find it interesting to find that kind of content on live streams and just check it out. See what the person's up to, you know? Okay. That actually looks really good. Not sure if that's supposed to be there, but I just feel like that would look good. Thank you. Make sure to like the stream, guys. Like and subscribe. I just randomly think of that because, like, every time I see how many people are in the stream and how little likes there are, I'm like, come on, like the stream. We like getting likes here. Get it? Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Kind of looks a little crusty. It is a fallow deer, pretty sure. I am gonna put the fan on it. No, it's not a cow. Okay. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna plug the fan in and allow the paint to dry a little bit quicker. So that way I can do the lining and then, like, it'll literally be done soon, like really soon. So, sure. I mean, wait, no, don't eat rocks. Oh, thank you, guys. Object shows? No, I have not. And I have played Dandy's World once, but not again. I think after K-pop Demon Hunters and The Amazing Digital Circus. No, The Amazing Digital Circus came first. I've never seen Dandy's World or Amazing Digital Circus in terms of like getting into the lore, but K-pop Demon Hunters, yeah, hits hard. I'm so tired, but I have to do this because it should have been done by now. I'm pretty disappointed in my speed here. because, like, my clients deserve better than what I'm doing. I have played Warrior Cats Ultimate Edition, and I've read some of the books. It's alright. I feel like a bunch of people, like, oh no. It's funny. Nothing little hand sanitizer can't fix. It's no problem. Thank you. Damn it, paint is getting everywhere. See, that's the struggles about my life, is that paint is always everywhere. Whether it's on my hands or on the walls now, or, like, paint consumes, like, my entire life. Paint and foam, and fabric, and fursuits, and all sort of stuff. Okay, at least I won't have to keep this one. Why are you sad? Aw. It's taken a lot of practice. Let's see. I've been doing these for about 1 year and 4 months, I'd say. Give or take, like just around that time. Or about 1 year and 4 months. So, I've had a lot of practice, a lot of failed attempts, a lot of really terrible masks to get to this point. And I'm still not perfect. So, it's just taken a lot of practice and effort and all that. I honestly don't play Roblox enough to really determine that. I know work at a pizza place is, like, the only Roblox game I usually play. And maybe Brookhaven, maybe. Lately I played some Bloxburg, like, a few months back. Yeah, I don't really play Roblox that much. Just work at a pizza place is really nostalgic and relaxing for me. That's like the only game I've ever played since I was like 8 years old. Quadrobics. Yes, actually. I actually haven't in a while, but I don't really call it quadrobics so much as much as I do, like, just call it walking in another way, because I do identify as a dog, and that's just another way of walking for me. Sorry, y'all can't see the mask. I'm just trying to dry it. But if you want to, like, scroll backwards in the stream by, like, 5 or 10 minutes, you'll just see the mask. Oh, thank you, but you'll improve. You'd be surprised at how terrible I was in the beginning. I mean, you should have seen my first mask. Well, my first ever mask wasn't bad looking. It was made of cardboard. It wasn't bad looking by any means. I still have it. But in terms of, like, durability and, like, actual usability, like, it's not really that stable. I'm letting the paint dry. There's some black paint right here, and on this here, I'm letting the paint dry. You'd be surprised at how difficult this was to paint, because, my, commissioner requested spots, and these are incredibly hard to do with white paint. I mean, obviously they're easy to make, but when it comes to brushing and drying them correctly was very difficult, because I did not want them to clump. And, I also wanted them to go on the mask smoothly, so it's a very difficult process. but well worth it, and I think it's gonna turn out amazing. Dinosaurs are cool. Sea angel? No. Oh my gosh, there's 85 people in here. I'm wondering, how do so many of y'all find my streams? Like, a lot of you are regulars that I see often, but like, for those who are new here, like, are you literally just scrolling shorts? Not even shorts, but scrolling live streams and just come across my live and decide to stay? Because that's pretty sweet of you. That's pretty nice. I understand. Are you a homophobe? You can click live stream and just scroll. Maybe I'm stupid, but I just wait until I find a random live stream, and then I just like click on it and then start scrolling from there. Like, that's gonna sound really stupid, but I genuinely thought I had to do that. What's going on here? You're wiping your ass. Okay, wonderful. Didn't need to know that, but good for you. Wipe it efficiently. Oh. Okay. I understand. Well, I'm not technically a Therian. I do fall under, like, the category of Therian because I do identify as an animal, but I don't identify as part of that community. So, I am a furry that identifies as an animal, if that's okay with all of you. That's just my identity, and I like to share it a bit to kind of normalize, being okay with, like, other identities that are not Therian. Aw, thank you. I hope she does like this. Yeah, I just had the mask turned away so it can hit the fan, but this is the mask. I do really love this mask. The details are incredibly hard to work with, but, I am not LGBTQ, actually. I am bisexual. I do like, boys and girls, but I do not identify as part of the LGBTQ community, nor do I really support it. In a respectful way, of course. I just don't agree with some of the things there, and I go against it in many ways, so I just choose to have my sexuality and my identity without labels. Beautiful. No drinking the paint allowed. Charlie Kirk. Oh my gosh. Don't even get me started. Let me turn off the fan because, getting a little annoying. So, I'm really mad about the Charlie Kirk situation. I actually just made a video on it recently, and if y'all could watch that video, that would be awesome. But, what makes me the most mad is that we found out later on is that his death could have been entirely prevented if someone would have said something, because multiple people saw the shooter up on the rooftop 5 minutes before it happened. Yeah, so if someone would have said something, he could be alive today. But they chose to. I think anyone who noticed and didn't say anything should be found and arrested. I mean, genuinely, like, if you're gonna do that and cause this dude's death, you are sick in the head. Yeah, it makes me sick. It makes me really mad, and, yeah. Yeah, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. We lost a good man. honor gamer, how bi is equaling to LGBTQIA+. I don't even know what the IA+ even stands for. I just choose not to identify as part of that community. I obviously just use bisexual as a label because what am I gonna say otherwise? I just like girls and guys, which usually I just say that. I don't like calling myself bi, unless I'm like jokingly calling myself gay, but I just don't feel comfortable associating myself with that community. So, I mean, LGB is like fine. If that's like a separate thing on its own, then sure, I guess. But, yeah. Dude, the paint on my wall is so annoying. I don't even know. I hope that'll come off. I mean, surely it'll come off. Clean your horse barn. Okay. You know, I'm gonna just, figure out how I'm gonna remove this paint. Should I remove the paint right now, or, actually, no, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get something. Alright, I've got some wipes that are like disinfectant wipes. So I'm assuming they're going to wipe off the paint. Yeah, no, I don't like the community. I don't really like to say that I dislike or hate on the community. I just don't support it. I don't like the route it's taken. But, no, that's just me. I don't think it's gonna come off, guys. So we just got this decorative wall paint. Beautiful. Yeah, you clean your room while I'm scrubbing my wall. You know what? Slap some hand sanitizer on that bad boy. Yeah, hand sanitizer is the solution to everything in life. Look at that. Look at that perfection. I'm telling you, man, hand sanitizer fixes everything. Yeah, exactly. Most of the people are problematic and rude. And I say most because of how offended people get when I say I don't support. Like, some are fine. Like you, I'm assuming you're in that community. Like, you are just fine. You're wonderful. You're nice. But some people get all offended. Yeah, you should probably clean your room. I just cleaned my wall, and that's the best it's gonna get. Sorry. Kind of made me panic for a second. I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely be safe, because, you know, apparently that community can't handle hearing the truth anymore. Hinting towards a Charlie Kirk. Which is really sad. I heard somewhere that the dude that shot him was trans. I'm not sure if that's true. But, wasn't there, like, something LGBTQ related to, wasn't that, like, engraved on the bullet or something? Yes, I'm in my room. What kind of question is that? I'm gonna use a paint to set it up because I don't want to lean it against the wall because it's not completely dry yet. That's funny. I'm the same way, though. Sometimes a fan is nice for, like, sensory or, like sound. Or it's just relaxing having air blowing on you. But sometimes it's annoying. No, I'm not a Therian. I do identify as an animal, but I don't identify as part of that community. Someone is in your room? Oh, that's a problem. Well, you might want to fix that. I don't have any labels. I am just a furry that identifies as an animal. because that is a label I am comfortable with. I feel so woke saying that. Y'all probably think I am so liberal. I'm not. Paws. Not like Therian paws, but like fursuit paws. Yeah, I have a pair. What land? America. Yeah, I don't even use the masks, honestly. I usually just make them to sell them. I did used to make them, or I did used to wear them whenever I'd make like Therian related content back when I was still in the community, but lately I've just been using my fursuit. What makes me identify as an animal is, I mean, really it just feels right. I just feel like an animal. Like, it just feels wrong being in a human body. But yeah, there's definitely bad people everywhere. I'm kind of scared for the country. Like, all this going on is a really big tragedy. So what else would they be willing to do? It's really sad. But I know Trump's got this covered. We'll be all right. I know most of you probably aren't reassured by that, but I trust in my president. We're going to be okay. For anyone who's in the U.S., of course. No, being a Therian is not a choice. Like in terms of Therians experience like animalistic behavior and like urges. You just feel like you are like supposed to be in an animal's body, and that is what you would consider a Therian, although that's exactly the thing I experience, but I just choose not to use the label of Therian, but I can't choose those feelings. Daddy Trump, yes, amen. Daddy Trump. That sounds weird saying that, but we trust Trump, okay? Um, I do not shit in a litter box. We're not really, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm entirely family friendly. This is a 13 plus channel because of language and sometimes getting a little political and offensive. So not technically family friendly, but I mean I'm not a terrible person here. Like I don't care if you say a bad word. But no, I do not relieve myself in a litter box. That would be really uncomfortable to try to like bend over the litter box. Like just use a toilet, man. I understand. And like with some of the stuff he's done, I absolutely like I understand if you do not trust Trump or do not agree with him. But I just do personally, and I know we're gonna be okay. Yeah, thank you guys for the respect. This is probably the most respectful chat. Usually we'd have people like screaming and sobbing and like and dying because I support Trump. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, you're a Trump supporter? You're a disgusting racist Nazi. I literally got called racist the other day. It was pretty funny. They're like, you support Charlie Kirk and he's a racist. So you're racist, okay? You've never picked up a slavery book ever in your life. And I'm like, yeah, I haven't, because it has nothing to do with me. Like, okay, just because I'm not celebrating Black Lives Matter doesn't mean I'm racist. Perhaps it's the dark jokes I make sometimes. My opinion I don't have an opinion on Russia. I don't even know what's going on in Russia. I don't keep myself up to date with that shit. Israel, I guess. I don't really know. I'm just keeping my thoughts in America, personally. I don't want to stress about whatever wars are going on. Again, I trust Trump to fix that, just like he put Iran in its place. So, oh, K-pop Demon Hunters for sure. I've like never heard very much Michael Jackson in my life, but K-pop Demon Hunters for sure. Yeah, judging people is stupid. Like, why? And it's entertaining when people like come up on my channel and like get all mad because of my views. Like, good job, you're just supporting me. Thanks. I mean, not really. I mean, if you like your friend in that way, then obviously, like, maybe it's like jokingly gay. I don't think you're like actually gay if you do that, unless you are actually gay and just not saying it. Oh, I understand. I hope you're okay. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not like that kind of person against transgenders to be like calling people slurs or whatever you call it. I don't think it's a slur, but calling you names and uh like if I don't want to be in the room with you, if you're like bothering me or if I'm like thinking thoughts about you, I'm just gonna walk away. Like I'm not a bully. Come on. My gosh. I've never heard of that band. I'm sorry. I pretty much only listen to Linkin Park and K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm such a child. Even though I'm literally 17. I understand. Yeah, even after leaving the Therian community, like, I still like to make these masks because they're just very calming to make. They're very fun. Honestly, lately I've been listening to a lot of, like, Korean music just randomly because it's so, like, catchy. Like, I don't care if I can't understand what they're saying. Like, I want to see hot Asian girls sing. You need to use the restroom? Okay. Don't go in a litter box, you'll make someone angry. Beautiful. You're an odd person. On the process to make this mask, I might make a tutorial at some point in my life, but it is a little bit difficult to get it, to like explain it, I guess. Nirvana, I have heard of it, but I've never heard any of their music. I've definitely heard of it though, and like seen their merch and stuff. I don't even know what type of music it is. Like, yeah. Again, I'm just trapped in my Linkin Park phase for my entire life. I've heard maybe one Michael Jackson song in my entire life, so I don't know much about him either. Your favorite animal is a snail? Nice. My favorite animal is a cow because cows are cute. Oh, okay. I don't wear this mask because it's not for me, but, I don't know. Hello. Welcome. Damn, 50 snails? It's insane. Thank you. I am so tired and lazy, guys. I'm sorry that I'm taking so long to line it. I'm just waiting for the paint to dry while I'm sitting here talking. Yes, baby cows are too cute. Oh my gosh, guys. We've almost got the same amount of likes and people in the stream. Y'all should like the stream some more and subscribe. Yes, I do know what an ESSA is. I have a couple. Though I don't really post about it or show them off because I just don't feel the need to make ESSAs my entire personality. I'm kind of a little more, like, personal with my ESSAs, and, like, I don't really show them off much. I don't like anyone to touch them when I go places. I don't like anyone to look at them because they just are special. I don't know, what qualifies something for being an ESSA? Because, I've taken, hang on, let me get him. I'm not going to set him down on the table because I don't want to get paint on him. This is Chop. I've been taking Chop places with me, and he just, like, helps with anxiety a lot. Like, a lot for some reason. I feel so at ease holding him. I don't know why. He's just so cute and soft and comforting. But I hate using the term ESSA. I really do. Like, I feel like it's way too much of a trend, and I don't want to join along with it. But I really can't think of another term to call them. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, just only thing that, brings you comfort. What hater? I don't see a hater. Oh. Where? You have your own opinions. Okay. That's cool. I respect your opinion. I also have very different opinions than normal furries, so I understand. Nah, continue. Continue hating. You're just supporting me more. And even if you're not hating, like, I don't know what you even say. Oh yeah, you are hating. Good job. Congratulations for hating furries. That is pretty random, but okay. That's understandable. Okay, we can entertain you. Guys, unless someone is being, like, very, rude, like, very, very offensive and mean, like, actually harming someone mentally, then, like, if it gets that bad, obviously we're gonna get rid of them, but, like, overall haters, they're welcome, because they just help me out more. These people, excuse me, I'm offended. How dare you talk about my people like that? I'm joking, I'm not a snowflake, but, I always gotta pull out the gay voice when someone says something offensive, but in reality, I don't care. Aw, Fly. Hello, buddy. You're cute. The Charlie Kirk death, I'm mad about it. I did just talk about it not too long ago, and it makes me mad that it could have been prevented. And it's really sad. I thought about it last night and cried, and, like, I feel really deeply sad about this. I'll never get to watch another one of his videos again, But overall, more than anything, I feel for his family. Like, his kids, I'm pretty sure his kids had to see that. I don't know much about it, but I'm pretty sure his kids had to see that, and that's really sad. Just seeing the up close and gory video of it really kind of made me not feel good. That's understandable. Some furries are weird. However, I'm a Republican furry. I don't count. I don't count as weird. But, yeah, I understand. Some furries are kind of weird, and, like, most of them are pretty gay, too, so, like, that's just kind of unenjoyable to experience. Yeah, I completely understand. Just, careful saying your opinion literally anywhere else. People will get offended. Cricket. Oh my gosh. There's a fly flying around in my room. I'm lagging? No. I don't want to lag. Can y'all hear me alright? Okay, let's try this. Now is this better? And no, I don't support LGBTQ. Okay, I had my Wi-Fi settings shut off for my phone just to use cellular data because sometimes my Wi-Fi decides not to work. So, oh my gosh, dude, I can't stand the people like that. I mean, I get it that they're doing their own thing, but like, come on. Do you really have to attention seek like that? Like, really? It's disgusting, honestly, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, I'm not into that weird stuff. Like, I feel like a lot of furries only want it for like the sexual aspect, but me personally, I just want to feel more connected to my animal self. I do not see it in a weird or sexual way. I find that really disgusting. Yeah, puppy play. Very weird. I mean, I kind of see myself as a puppy, but not in that way. Like an actual puppy. They're not even trying. Yeah, that's so sad. That his daughter. Y'all are gonna make me cry. Stop. Gosh. Not surprising. Yeah, exactly. And I would normally call myself both, but I do not identify as part of the Therian community, so I'm just a furry that identifies as an animal. That's funny. I'm sorry about the lag. I can't really control it. Yeah, I just don't like the label of Therian because it's become such a toxic community. As for why I don't support that, it is a little bit complicated because, I mean, obviously, like, to each their own, but I am Republican and technically go against those things. I'm completely fine with like gayness and all that. I'm not homophobic. I would probably call myself Christian, but I'm not homophobic at all. Like, I'm literally I literally like girls too, so I'm not against any of that. It's just a transgenderism I don't agree with, and I just simply don't want to associate myself with that. So I just choose not to support. But yeah, guys, I'm completely fine with gayness. I really don't care. I mean, I'm not homophobic. It's just transgenders I feel uncomfortable with. Yeah. And so many people get so mad when they're like, why don't you support trans people? Like, chill. Am I not allowed to have an opinion? Talk about freedom of speech. Possibly. Still have me on Minecraft? What? Oh my gosh. I actually have this is good news. I was going to announce this in a video that ended up getting scrapped for now. It might come out later, but it's going to be another Minecraft video. But I'm getting a capture card. It is literally on the way. So I'm going to be making what the hell was that sentence? I'm going to be making Minecraft videos soon. So yes. Yeah, absolutely. I respect that. Me personally, like, that would be, I do have one transgender friend that I don't talk to that much. Sometimes they show up on the channel. You should totally show up, trans friend. But, he is, pretty chill. But overall, I could not have he is very chill, but like overall trans people get very offended at my opinion, so I can't really have trans friends or I wouldn't have a trans relationship. No. Yeah, true. Opinions are what make the world interesting. I'm sorry you're watching an ad. Oh my gosh, we're almost to 50 likes. Can y'all like the stream? I don't know why I have an obsession with people liking the stream. I just like the likes to go up. Pause. I don't think I've ever agreed with someone more. I feel that same way, genuinely, and I overthink about it daily. How I keep so much from my mom and my family in general, just because I'm scared about how they'd react. Mostly in terms of like online things, because, I know if I said anything, I might be restricted and not be able to do this as much. So, in fear of that, I just keep it all a secret. I mean, obviously my mom knows I do YouTube, and I think she'd be fine with me doing live streams, but like George has to be a secret, like, a lot of things have to be a secret, and, like, I completely understand you. I really wish I could find a solution to that, and maybe one day whenever I'm older, I mean, obviously I can be more open to my mom, because I am 17, so, there's only so much she can be mad about the things I'm doing. But yeah, I understand you completely. How do I feel about non-binary? I, again, don't support it. I very strongly believe there are only two genders. And in my head, gender and sex are the same thing. So before anyone says anything about that, they are the same thing. They mean the same thing, really. I mean, they're really just different terms, but in reality, they mean the same thing. I believe there's male and female, so I don't agree with non-binary. And I've only met someone who's non-binary once, and It's a very confusing thing. She was actually my friend for a while until I offended her with my truth speaking. So I could not be friends with someone like that. Yeah, I understand. Thankfully, my mom has been more supportive of me being a furry, probably because I'm making money from it now. That's understandable, though, honestly. Like, if my kid was doing something weird, like, cool. But if my kid's making money doing something weird, hell yeah. So I completely understand. But yeah, I probably, well, actually, no. No, I did have someone I knew that was, um, non-binary. It was actually a girlfriend I had once that identified as non-binary. I was like, okay, no, bye. But, yeah, I typically don't talk to too many of those people. It's kind of interesting to get their views on it. Like, if you don't mind me asking, like, how exactly does that work? Like, why do you feel neither male or female? Like, sorry if that feels a bit personal, but just curious. Yeah, same pause. I feel like I can't say anything, but in reality, I mean, she always says, she's always like, come to me if if you need to talk, but, don't we all just worry that our parents are gonna be mad? Oh my gosh. Whole parent. Yeah, I understand. Um, yeah, I just personally, like, I usually don't interact with trans people in the thoughts of they're probably going to get offended. So I never really get the opportunity to offend anyone unless of course it's online. And online a lot of people dislike me for that reason. But respectfully, I'm just going to call it how I see it. Obviously not to their face unless they want to ask for my opinion, but that's just how I am personally. Telling your mom you're a Therian, oh my gosh. That was a little difficult for me personally. When I did identify as a Therian, I just, well, thankfully my mom didn't know what a Therian was, so I got to kind of explain it in my own words. But, it was a little difficult, but now that I don't identify as a Therian anymore, I think I've told her that. I was like, hey, I'm actually not a Therian. I'm just a furry. I just dress up. And obviously, I do identify as an animal, but I think she's been a lot more understanding. I mean, it is a really good movie, so don't worry about it too much, Pauls. Yeah, exactly. It's all about respect. It's understandable. I feel like, me personally, I mean, obviously, if it's a grown adult that is asking to be called by those things, all I'm gonna do is just avoid the person or the situation. But if it's a child, especially someone I may know, like if this is a child, I'm not gonna call you by whatever you're saying you are. I'm going to speak truth to you and try to talk you out of it because it is unhealthy. That's just my honest. Like I know it sounds disrespectful, but in reality, it is the best thing to do. I understand. Pause. If it makes you feel any better, my mom knows all about my K-pop Demon Hunters obsession, and I'm 17. So I don't know how old you are, but I think if I'm 17 and can be, I mean, I literally carry a stuffed animal everywhere I go. I literally act like a child. So, like, so yeah, I can watch a kids movie and be just fine. Um, but yeah, so my mom was kind of concerned for my health. I was like crying over Genu. I was literally sobbing whenever I watched it again, and then Genu died, and she's like, "Are you okay? Like, do you need help? Like, you're obsessing over this fictional man. Are you like, do you need therapy?" Good times. My gosh. That's really sad, if I'm being honest. 10 years old. Wow. That's really sad. I'm sorry for you. I mean, I understand you being like 16 is like, it's a nice age to kind of, I mean, being a teenager is one of the most confusing times in your life, kind of figuring yourself out. So I would still not recommend that. But 10 years old? You're still a kid. That is not okay. Yes, Genu will come back. I actually watched Beastars with my mom, and the deer, like, not trying to do spoilers, but there was like an 18+ scene. It was very inappropriate, and she was like, are they having and she's like, you should probably cover your eyes. And I'd be like, oh, it's fine, they don't show anything, I've already seen this scene about twice. And she like looked at me all concerned. So, I've just been trying to be a little more out there and kind of test my limits in terms of being myself. Because in reality, I mean, it is my family. They're going to support me and love me no matter what. Lately I've been told that they're, proud of me, so it's pretty good. Freaking water bottle. I understand. But still, I feel like anything under 18 is too young to be trans. Any mods on my Minecraft? No, I'm not a computer person. I don't know how to do mods. Come on, I'm not that intelligent. Oh my gosh. You don't like life? Understandable. I also wish to not live sometimes. Mentally 10, I feel that. I'm probably mentally 12, if I'm being completely honest. COVID started when I was 12 years old in 2020, and just overall, 2020 was a really traumatic time for me. So, there was a lot of stress around the age of like 13 or 14. So I've just been kind of stuck in that age range mentally. And I'm being dead honest. I genuinely think it is a psychological thing, and it's really sad that that happened. I mean, I don't really 100% understand, Natalie, how being trans works, because I've never really looked up into it. But, I mean, I do understand, like, I understand that it's not a choice to have those feelings. I completely understand, but hear me out. I feel like a dog, and I want to be a dog so badly. But no matter what, I will always physically be human. I can identify as a dog, of course, and for those who want to respect me and be called and call me a dog, that's really nice. I really enjoy that. But I am not going to expect people to call me a dog because they physically see something different. So if I see a grown man and he's identifying as a woman, I'm not going to call that a woman because I physically see that as a man. even if he wants to be called a woman, someone else can call him a woman. But me personally, I'm not going to call that. So, for you guys, it's the same thing. I identify as a dog. If you want to call me by that identity, that is awesome. But if you don't, I'm not going to get offended because I completely understand. I physically appear to be human. So, that is kind of what I say. So, yeah, that is how trans is like. Unfortunately, you'll never be exactly what you want to be. And if you do identify as that, that's completely fine. But do not expect people to bend to your will and follow exactly what you want. Y'all get what I'm saying? That's a perfect explanation of what I'm thinking in my head. Like, your identity, don't expect people to just follow along with what you want. And then don't call them a bad person or transphobic if they choose not to use that identity, because that's just what they see and what they want to call you. Honestly, that would be fun. I wanted to go to MFF here in December, but I really don't know if a furry convention is a good idea. First of all, I think the price is the biggest problem. It's like $100 a ticket. I'm like, hell no, not gonna happen. But if the price wasn't a problem, I would just be annoyed with how woke it is. But imagine if we could have a Republican fur meet. That would be awesome. All right, the chat is going kind of fast. What do we? Yeah, I understand. I mean, I don't call myself with any pronouns because the pronouns thing is stupid. I'm a female, but if someone calls me a male, I don't care. Like, cool. You do you. I'm physically a female. I'm not a man. So if someone calls me a male, I'm not going to get offended. I'm just going to move on with my life and probably question why they think I'm a male. Maybe my voice. I don't know. I've gotten called a boy a couple of times, but I don't care. And that's completely understandable. Usually, misgendering is used out of hatred for most people, but me personally, I call it how I see it. Yeah, exactly. Very few Therians are Christian and Republican, but I'm proud to be one in my small population. I'm proud. I have pride. The American flag, that's my pride flag. Well, I mean, you are a girl, Cupcakes, so can't really change that. You're an atheist? Okay, good job. Cool. I have no opinion on it, really. But yeah, I am very proud. I feel like with Charlie Kirk's death, although it was really sad, it's kind of woken a lot of people up, and I kind of feel the inspiration, not so much inspiration, but the will to state my opinions more firmly. People need to hear what I have to say, and I don't care if it offends anyone. I don't care what anyone thinks of me. I am going to be honest about my opinion and the truth. People are going to know the truth. And no one can silence my Charlie and my side. They're not going to silence us. Because we're just going to keep coming back stronger than ever. Yeah, I understand. They can definitely be very sensitive, and that sucks for them. I'm not going to lie to myself and someone else just to not offend someone. They should probably work on that. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I literally seen I seen like a post the other day from someone that said they are a HSP, highly sensitive person, like it's some condition. Like, okay, all right. The nose, I use vinyl for the nose actually. I have been using vinyl for the noses a couple of times because it does give it a much more realistic and nice look. And I am really happy with how this nose turned out. I mean, I am really happy. I was really nervous to do the nose at first because vinyl is a little hard to work with sometimes. I mean, a lot hard to work with. So it was really nerve-wracking. This entire thing was nerve-wracking because of all the little details. America, baby. Yes. Yes, it does give it texture too, so that is really cool. I really like it. I am American. Yes, that's what I am. I'm American. America. Alright, I guess I should probably do the lining now that the paint has dried. Oh hey, how convenient. Already plugged in my hot glue gun. Yeah, absolutely. Well, sometimes the left doesn't care about families and you know, for someone who claims to be a very tolerant and inclusive and loving side, they really couldn't handle hearing someone else's views, which is really sad. So I feel really bad that had to happen, especially in front of his family. Pin badges? What even is that? You like the little buttons that you put on things? Oh my gosh, I forgot you were in Canada. Canada! Woo! Pins. Yeah, they're cool. I have a couple. I have some for sale in my shop. No, I'm sorry. I don't really know you very well. I don't really know you at all. Hey, I understand, but there's not really anything wrong with being Canadian. I mean, I don't know anything about Canada, but hey, maybe you'll move to the US at some point. Yeah, maybe you'll move to America. That would be fun. Yep, you are welcome. I'm pan/bi/lesbian. I am bi. I do like girls and guys, but again, like I've been saying, I do not identify as part of the LGBTQ community. No, I'm not lesbian. I have a boyfriend. I was lesbian at one point. My ex-girlfriends really like to join my streams randomly. For some reason, they're both not here. Like, where are you guys? Come on. Star highlights. Wow, I don't need to be there to be square, man. I guess since I don't identify as an alter human, that it's fine for you to do that. Muslims, I'm not really caught up with any history or anything. I don't know anything about Muslims, if I'm being honest. I'm sorry. Ooh. I hope you do move to America. That would be awesome. How do you go live? You click like the little plus button on like the bottom of your YouTube, and then you click to go to live stream. You have to at least have 50 subscribers to live stream. I will say that. Yeah, that's what bi is. Hey, I understand. It's okay to like girls because, like, you can choose not to identify as that community. Oh boy, the confusion begins. It's okay to not be straight. You don't have to be a weird gay about it if you don't want to. You're anti-Muslim though? Yeah, again, I don't know anything about Muslims, but, cool. Yeah, pause. I don't know if you're straight or not, but if you're not, I will support you. Since I don't really consider myself a Therian anymore, I don't really think about what stereotypes I may have. But, I mean, I am a dog. You're a he, him, they, them. Alright. Birthday party? Ooh. My gosh. Yeah, exactly. Which, it could just be a phase. Whatever age you are, you know, being a teenager is a very confusing time in your life, and you will start to develop feelings for people you don't want to. So I completely understand if you may think that you're bi, or if you do end up actually being bi. But absolutely, like, you can kind of talk yourself out of it, kind of say it's wrong, or like, I don't really know how it works, honestly. I've just kind of embraced being bi. I mean, having a boyfriend, obviously, I'm not, like, checking out girls or anything, so I don't really express being bisexual very much, but, I mean, it's just something that's a part of me. Saying I'm straight doesn't feel right. A binder, yeah, I personally would not recommend it. It can stunt your growth there, and one day when you realize that you're actually a girl, you're going to probably regret that. So, you know, I'm definitely just trying to focus on improving yourself how you are, and, yeah, I really don't think that'd be a good idea. It's your birthday? Happy birthday! Yay! I really need to get this lining fabric ready. I don't want to spray water on the nose. I'm gonna get some fabric real quick. How much of this fabric do we have enough left? I don't know. Let's see. Thank you. Sure, you can ask a question. Y'all can ask however many questions you want. I like getting questions. Okay, there's not gonna be enough of this. What? That's insane. Animal control, really? Yeah, you should probably be sleeping. Okay, I'm going to begin gluing the lining now. I have it like in my lap right now for the time being because of how hard it is to get it right. But I'm going to put it in front of the camera in just a moment. Okay. Your wife, what? I really hope this mask turns out well. Kind of half focusing on the chat, mostly just focusing on this mask and getting it done because yeah. This is really difficult to accomplish while I'm like holding it in front of the camera like this. Yeah, I'm sure it'll turn out fine. I'm just a little nervous. Like, I know my buyer likes it, but I just I've never made a deer before, so making this was honestly really exhausting because of just how much I tried to get it as perfect as I could. But it was really fun having the challenge, honestly. I mean, I really did enjoy making this deer. It is really nice. Okay, I'm going to leave this bit open. So we're going to pull this back slightly, actually. I just, leave a little bit of space for the elastic, because I do like to put the elastic underneath the fabric now. It kind of keeps it a bit, like, more sturdy in a way. Thank you. Oh boy. You can call me whatever you want. Yeah, guys, I identify as she, her. Oh, damn, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry if y'all can't see much. Just trying to, get this glued. I'm not even sure if I'm doing this right today. I'm a little bit tired. A fridge, therein. Fridge. I also identify as a fridge, a refrigerator. Yeah, obviously I'm a female. I mean, some people say my voice is kind of deep, which sometimes in the mornings, like where I like just wake up, my voice sounds kind of manly, which is understandable, but like, come on. You can kind of figure out I'm a girl. But hey, I understand. People are probably scared to ask what I am because typically people in, doing this kind of content is probably going to have crazy pronouns and get offended if you misgender them, so I understand. If you're new here, you don't have to worry about misgendering me. I am not a liberal. You're fine. You can breathe. Trust me. It is really, really relieving to find one because then like you don't have to hold your breath around them. You can like actually feel comfortable talking to them. Moss? I never understood how neo pronouns work. I mean, I get the concept, kind of. Someone explain to me why neopronouns exist, please, and thank you. Like, what is the point? Like, if someone has their pronouns as, like, for example, moth, like, what does that mean? So you just want me to call you moth gender? Or, like, dog gender, cat gender? Y'all, I'm fridge gender. Is that a neopronoun? Also an excavator. Please don't get mad at me. I understand, but, like, how do they make them feel more comfortable? Like, stating an object as a gender or a pronoun? Like, how does that work? Not really an object, but, like, anything. Like, I've seen someone with neopronouns identifying as flower. Like, what do you mean, flower? I just don't understand. I mean, like, I don't think anyone could understand. I don't even think the people identifying as a shit understands. Like, that's how bad it is, guys. Oh boy, now everyone's saying their pronouns. I mean, I guess I get that, like, okay, so what does that mean I would call you then? Like, sup, flower, like, if my pronouns are, like, something like pup, what would you refer to me as? Because, like, I understand she, her, like, that would, like, point towards me being a female, but if you use an object, or, then, like, you know, what gender does that represent? Thems. I mean, you really can't be just no gender at all, because you're either male or female, so they, thems really kind of don't exist in that way, but, okay. Oh. Pup needs to get some water to hydrate herself. I actually do need to get water to hydrate myself. Okay. Yeah, pronouns are kind of confusing. That's why it's so much easier to just say there's two genders, because then there's no confusion at all. You just see male or female. It's a very simple life, really. Okay. I mean, I guess that does make sense, but in that case, just say that that's your preferred name. Like, I feel like the pronouns, like, I don't know, if any of y'all have ever been to English class, you know, you normally say pronouns refer to someone, so, like, she, her would refer to a female, and they, them would refer to multiple people. And that's another reason I disagree with the they, them thing, because the term they, them refers to one or more people, not a genderless person. Unless, of course, like, it's just someone you see and you can't tell their gender, or, like, maybe it's an animal. In that case, someone would refer to it as it. But, like, I mean, really, no person should have that confusing of a gender to where you can't tell. And at that point, just call it an it. Gender fluid. I understand. Yeah. Lovely having these, like, it's not even a gender debate, because no one's mad at me. It's kind of strange. It's nice, though. It's nice to just be able to talk about something, and I would call it learning, but this is kind of depleting my brain cells. But getting others' perspective in a way. That is kind of cool to like kind of understand better what y'all are trying to say. Because really, I mean, the only way I'm going to understand better is to hear it exactly from you guys. Yeah, just a little gender discussion. It is nice to have gender discussions because, I mean, honestly, I'm really just trying to help y'all. Like, I'm trying to help you open your eyes a bit about all this because, I mean, it's so sad how many children are experiencing this gender confusion. It really doesn't need to be happening. Like, it should not be, like, celebrated or spread in the most respectful way possible. Okay. Now it's time to put the elastic on. Yeah, absolutely. You have your opinions too, but you know, there's a definitive right and wrong in some instances. In terms of like what should be exposed to children, there is a right and wrong there. Like children should not be knowing about this stuff. Definitely not 10 years old. If you are like over 18 or maybe even like 16 plus, obviously if you're old enough to like, yes. Okay, that makes sense, Bolt. Okay. And we're not being homophobic or offensive, just speaking. But okay. You are 12? Yikes. I am getting the elastic. I usually like put it around my head to kind of get a measurement. Alrighty. My gosh, people, come on, you're babies. Get off the internet. This is really sad. When I was 10 years old, I was trying to make those cringy LPS videos. Yeah, no one's being homophobic or offensive, except if you're getting offended, obviously. Which, if you're letting yourself get offended over something as silly as this, then it's not even, like, I understand you want to be comfortable here, but this is just how we roll here. So if you're absolutely uncomfortable with everything being said here, you are absolutely free to leave. I would say the door's right there, but there's no door because this is the internet. Thank you. I like this fabric. It's very pretty. No, you do not have to be a certain age to have an ESSA. You can, literally any stuffed animal can give you comfort at any age. It's just been made into a trend too much to where people just think that you, like, have to be a certain age. Well, I just mean, like, 10 years old is, like, so young, especially to be learning all this crap. Like, I understand, like, I'm young myself, but I've at least gained a little bit of knowledge over my past couple of years of being a teenager. So, I just work with hot glue way too much, and I have a very high pain